are yours for the taking. This is a beautiful amaryllis. Anybody want this one? Dang. Hesitated like about this much longer it was going to be mine.
How fast?
So all kinds of more there. Thank you, Susan. So Susan's back going, what did I do? So, you know what? We have an expo next weekend. And after Janice's impassioned request last week for volunteers, we got 40 more volunteers over this week. So thank you. It's looking promising. So thank you so much for that. Oh, and by the way, does everybody know where we're going to have church services next Sunday? At the expo. That's correct. Not here. It's the one weekend a year. 9 o'clock. 9 a.m. sharp. It's the only one time during the year that we're not at 10-ish. We're at 9. And the reason we do that is because everybody wants to go to the show. Vendors want to go to the service. So, and it's going to fill up fast. It filled up fast last time. So be there or be square. We'll be there. So, and yeah, make sure this week is of utmost importance for advertising. So everybody get the word out. Start doing whatever they need to do on Twitter and Facebook and whoever, whatever social media to get the word out. Make sure everybody remembers. Make sure they get $1 off if they bring a canned food. So, and what else are we doing? Oh, Lori. Where's Lori? The other Lori. I know there's all kinds of important people named Lori. So, right there on the second page of the, what is this? This is Sundays. Yeah, Saturdays. Fridays. Thank you. Atomic Around Town, our ad. And you know what? I like this ad this year. We've got that little tagline, "You are worth it." I love that. That's wonderful. So thank you, Lori, for great placement. Oh, and by the way, we also got in the calendar, which is like really hard to do. So thank you, Lori. Great job, Lori. So, I tried to catch some fog. I missed. When chemists die, they bury them. Yep. Jokes about German sausage are the worst. A soldier who survived mustard gas and pepper spray is now a seasoned veteran. Ooh, just awful. Awful. Boom. And if and Bear's not here today, we won't tell him, and we won't tell anybody anywhere else in the world either, because this goes on YouTube all around the world. Everybody sees this kind of stuff. So, Barry, we have a plaque for you. So if you're seeing this, or you know you're out doing a real estate thing, we have a nice plaque for you. It's in the bag. So, it's just too hot to wear clothes today, Jack says as he steps out of the shower. Honey, what do you think the neighbors would think if I mowed the lawn like this? Probably that I married you for your money. So, oh, Earth Week, Earth Month, Earth stuff. Go Green Tri-Cities.org if you want to know what's going on in the Tri-Cities this month for green stuff. The annual Electrothon is at CBC on my birthday, the 26th of this month. That's where they have high school kids driving little electric cars. They're all homemade. They're wonderful. And they do this series all over the Northwest. It's great fun, great fun. I've got pictures of one of the cars last year, actually ran on capacitors. Oh, I was so jazzed. It's just great stuff. This is interesting. You always learn something when you go to the Divine Fellowship. There's always something you can walk away with going, I never knew that. Even though it was worthless, I never knew that. So, what would you explain? Janet, am I too hot? Thank you.
Not for me.
As soon as I said it, I go, oh, I'm in trouble if she picks up on this one. So, okay. How would you explain how to use the expression begs the question? I know everyone is using it incorrectly, but I'm not sure how to do it right. And this is something I knew but couldn't quite talk about. And I know I'm not talking about any particular person in here either, so don't get that in your mind. The English phrase begging the question is a descriptive, not literal translation of the Latin term politio principale, one of the local fallacies identified and classified by scholars several centuries ago The fallacy is also known as circular reasoning. It refers to the error of basing one's conclusion on an assumption. That begs the question is a complete statement. No question follows. The phrase was first misused by unwitting speakers who were trying to sound learned, but as more listeners repeated the blunder, it became so common that the term began to acquire a new meaning, raising the question followed by a question. At this point, I recommend dropping the expression entirely for two reasons. One, if you use it correctly, almost no one will understand you. And if you explain it, you'll sound pedantic, which is basically you sound like a know-it-all. It would be better to use the term circular reasoning. And two, if you intend the newer meaning, why not simply say raises the question? It makes more sense and sounds better. Why begs the question. Interesting. I had to read it like 3 times to figure out how they were saying things. I don't know if it's poorly written or not, but that begs the question. So. Oh, you know what? I had somebody tell me last week that, well, the reason I don't come to church is I'm just kind of down, and I don't want to bring other people down. I don't want to ever hear that from anybody again. If you're down, you're welcome here. If you don't feel good, you're welcome here. Don't for an instant think that because you don't feel good, you're going to bring other people down. That's not why we're here. So, especially on a Healing Sunday. So, yeah. So,
Unless you have the flu, stay home.
well, true. If you have the flu or you really are sick, yeah, please don't. We love you, but yeah, no, don't do that. So, on March, wait a minute. Giraffes and humans have the same number of vertebrae in the neck. 7. The giraffes are just much larger. So now you're going to go home and go find a giraffe and count the vertebrae. So, yeah, I had one of those vertebrae problems back in 1991. I got some dead guy in my neck. Had strange cravings after that for a while, but it actually was pretty good. So. When they do the vertebrae in the neck, they carve out a section and they either can take a piece of your hip or they actually will use a cadaver and put it in there. So I said, give me the dead guy, I'll heal faster, which I did. So now you know. Now you know what's wrong with me. An object in possession seldom retains the same charm that it had in pursuit. That was from, I can't even pronounce this Latin name, from 112 BC. So, the applause of a single human being is of great consequence. Pierre, you want to say something?
Yes.
Wait. We want everybody to know. Hi. Excuse me. There you go.
Thank you. Good morning. Just wanted to let you folks know about this upcoming event that we're going to have on May 17th. It's the Laying on Hands Healing Training. And we're going to have a speaker here. Her name is Echo Bodine. She's a nationally known speaker. She's been on numerous radio and television shows doing healings and demonstrating healings. She'll be talking about what energy or spiritual healing is, including how it feels to the healer and the healed. And she'll also be talking about understanding the healing process, the do's and don'ts of spiritual healing, exploring the causes of disease and illness, gaining ways to channel healing energy, including absentee healings, learning how to release emotional blockages that can delay or prevent healing, and it'll be a highly experiential workshop. And so everybody will get an opportunity to give healings and to receive healings. This lady is very good and an excellent speaker, and so you're all welcome to come. The announcements of this stuff are on the back table there, so please avail yourself of it. Thank you, folks.
Thank you. Would you hand that to Sandra, please?
You bet.
I know everyone's absolutely amazed that I'm actually remembering when people ask me to speak. It's like it seems rehearsed, like I actually know what I'm doing.
I know. It's like, oh, right, so smooth. Oneness blessings will be given at the expo. If you are a oneness blessing giver, I'm encouraging you to sign up, because one of the things about giving a oneness blessing is that it's about oneness, right? So if you're at the expo, everybody is connected together, right? And so to promote that and to give the benefit of having the quieting of the mind and to have spirit within each of us give us exactly what we need in that moment to dissipate the fog that seems to fill our minds or the chatter. I'm looking for oneness blessing givers. And if you are, how many oneness blessing givers are in the audience this morning? Okay. For those of you that have an opportunity, I am inviting you to let me know. We're going to do it twice a day, twice on Saturday and twice on Sunday. 10 o'clock in the morning on both of those mornings, and then 2:30 on Saturday and 3 on Sunday. It's for about an hour. If you are not a oneness blessing giver, but you enjoy the oneness blessing, or you would like to have a oneness blessing, please show up, because the energy that we create as a group can be so much more powerful by the more people that are there. To receive a oneness blessing, you have to do nothing but be present, show up, and be willing. The oneness blessing givers do nothing to you. It's an energy that's been grounded here on this planet that comes through us to you. I don't have to be this special thinking thing. I've got to do a mantra. I don't have to do any of that. I just show up from the training that I've had, get out of the way, and say, I'm willing to be the hole in the flute that the blessing flows through. So I encourage you to participate in that and tell your friends and the people that you bring to be sure that they're there to do that. The other thing is Michael Rice is coming May the 4th. He'll be here for the Sunday service, and then the workshops, which are free, start on May the 4th in the afternoon at 1:30 and go all week. And then they culminate in a Saturday all day still point breathing workshop, which there is a cost to that because it's an all day, and it's a letting go. It's a connected breathing process to let go of all of the anxieties, the things that your spirit knows you need and are ready to let go of. That particular workshop is filling up quickly from me just telling people about it, reminding them, those who did it last time he was here 3 years ago, who did it 3 years ago. So the places are filling up. We only have space for 30. So if you're interested, please let me know and give me a deposit of $25 to hold your space. And then a week before, a few days, about a week before, just before Michael gets here, I will, we'll expect to have the full payment, which is $125. If anybody has any questions, I'll hang around afterwards, and you're welcome to ask them. And if you want to know about the oneness blessing, there's a gold sheet in the back that talks about it, if you're not familiar with it at all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I can't get out of my mind the hole in the flute. I'm going to go into work Monday morning and say, hey, I'm the hole in the flute. I like that. That's good. That's great. Is that copyrighted at all? Not that it makes any difference, but... Okay. Since the beginning of government by Parliament, English lawmakers have taken pride in that institution. Clerks adopted special insignia to designate official records. When printing came into vogue, it became customary to bind parliamentary documents in blue velvet. A lawyer who wished to consult the ultimate authority was likely to turn to his blue-bound volume. The impact of these official publications were so great that any authoritative tone, no matter what its color, came to be called a blue book. Now you know. Now you know. We have, how did I get these all twisted around? But I did. We do have two patron saints by the name of George Carlin and John Lennon. And we never know what they're going to say. I never know what they're going to say. And John, words are flying out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither while they pass. They slip away across the universe. Very eloquent. And George, not so eloquent, but not only do I not only do I not know what's going on, I wouldn't know what to do with it if I did. That'd be George. That'd be George. Ooh, gossip. A person who will never tell a lie if the truth will do more damage. Oops. Handkerchief. Cold storage. Inflation. I didn't say it was good. I just thought it was fun. Inflation. Cutting money in half without damaging the paper. Mosquito, an insect that makes you like flies better. And a raisin, a grape with a sunburn. Yep, grape with a sunburn. I like that. What is this? Anything else going on? Oh, I mean, the expo, you know, obviously we do it once a year. It takes us about 6 months to put it kind of in order, so we're getting really close, obviously. Thank you for all the new volunteers. We would not have been able to do it without you, so we appreciate that. So it is a big deal for us. It is our outreach program. It's the one time of the year where we get to show other people that, hey, you know what? Combining Christianity with spiritual stuff is really not that far out. It really is okay. I mean, Janice wrote a book about it if people are kind of curious. But this is our way to show people that it's not really that big, scary thing. And the ones that every once in a while pick at us, that's always fun. They've never been in. They don't really know. They just think they know. So that's always fun. 65-year-old woman had a heart attack and was taken to the hospital while on the operating table. I've done this one before, but it's too good not to do again. She was on the operating table. She had a near-death experience. Seeing God, she asked, "Is my time up?" God said, "No, you have 33 years, 2 months, and 8 days to live." Upon recovery, the woman decided to stay in the hospital and have a facelift, liposuction, breast implants, and a tummy tuck. She even had someone come in and change her hair color and brighten her teeth. Since she had so much more time to live, she figured she might as well make the most of it. After her last operation, she was released from the hospital. While crossing the street on her way home, she was killed by an ambulance. Arriving in front of God, she demanded, "I thought you said I had another 33 years. Why didn't you pull me up from out of the path of the ambulance?" God replied, "Wow, I didn't recognize you." Okay.
Go ahead and just do your thing.
Oh, are you doing something too?
Just do the silent auction stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's on now.
Got it?
Silent auction items. We are really short of items this year, and we were really hoping that we could gather a bunch more to make this a really successful silent auction. We do need a lot more items, so if you were willing to, you know, look around, see if you can find something. We're going to be here at the church this afternoon at 1:30 back here to put some packets together and some things together. So if you got anything that you could possibly donate, we're looking for any items that pertain to, you know, kind of what we're all about, the holistic healing and everything. I'd really, really like to make this as successful as it was last year. We made over $1,000, and so we're just a little short of items right now, and so whatever you can bring in, we would just greatly appreciate it. This will be the last time that I'll be able to, you know, announce it and receive things. If you want it to bring things to the auction, to the expo itself, we have bid sheets that we can fill out so that, you know, so if you have any ideas, please, you know, we're going to be here. Well, a lot of the gift certificates did not go over really well last year, so this year we had kind of put off not announcing that. But at this point, the only thing we can do with the gift certificates is maybe put them together with items and hope that they'll go over a little bit bigger. So yeah, the gift certificates, if that's, you know, all that they can give, then yeah, we won't turn anything away. But we definitely need items at this point. Thank you.